Another thing I want to, this is Black Light. Another thing I want to check Seti and all y'all about. My uncle, my mother knew Malcolm X's whole family. My mother worked side by side with Malcolm in the restaurant that the Muslims had. And my uncle, I believe he was a lieutenant or a captain over Malcolm. Malcolm wasn't a minister yet. He didn't come out of jail just being a minister, y'all. You know, he had to go up through the ranks like everybody else. You know, and he might have been a student minister, but he wasn't a full-fledged minister. You know, he had to go through minister's class and all like that. But anyway, I could tell you, my uncle and Malcolm's brothers, they all used to, hang together. My uncle, I'm gonna tell, in case some of Malcolm's brothers are still living, and they used to, uh, they know about YouTube. My uncle used to house Brother Lemuel, Minister Lemuel. My uncle had a house on Harding, on the east side, and he and so anyway, I you know I got an inside track on some of that what brothers is talking about, and I could clarify. I know who killed Malcolm, and it wasn't the Nation of Islam. It was the government. It was the government. And this is how they doing it, just like they doing it with Seti and the Nation of Islam. They get something on a brother. Brother get caught wrong, or a brother is in jail. And watch that movie Belly with DMX and Nas. That's just how it happened. When you see that movie Belly, y'all young brothers watch that movie with DMX, Nas. They get a brother out of jail with a life sentence or death hanging over him. They get snitches that doing something wrong, and they might be in the Nation of Islam, because everybody that's in the Nation of Islam, ain't right, yet. It takes some brothers a long time to be right. But anyway, they get a brother like that to try to take him out. And they let the law enforcement and everybody know what's going down that's involved, all the law enforcement, And Malcolm even said in this book, it's in this book, he know that the nation ain't do it. He know that. So y'all read that book, Malcolm X book, and he'll tell you himself. Malcolm, when the Nation of Islam ain't no joke. Elijah hooked the black people over here up with it was some Muslim brothers, Orthodox Muslims. There was scholars. There was a critic of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but a whole lot of them ain't. You don't hear about that, see. He used to have a whole bunch of so-called Arab brothers at the Savior's Day convention, listening in. A whole lot of scholars. Check some of those tapes out, videos out of Savior's Days when he would have some. It was a brother uh, that followed. He was a newspaper writer. I forgot the brother's name. There was a supporter of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Orthodox Muslim. A lot of African Muslims. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad went over there and made a way for Malcolm and Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Y'all brothers don't know what you're talking about. So, this book right here came from Pakistan. I didn't get it from over here. The white man don't know nothing about this. Just like Master Farad Muhammad. The white man didn't know nothing about Master Farad Muhammad. It snuck over here, real smooth, like behind enemy lines, filled the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad up with some ammunition, the kind of ammunition and weaponry to take this devil down. And by the time he caught on, Master Farad was gone. Good thing the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a quick study. Just like Minister Farrakhan. I couldn't do his job. You know what it takes to run a nation? You got to be strong to do that. You got to have the fortitude. You can't get easily upset. This is Black Light. To be continued.